Covering news where you live, this is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. Right now in Sebastian County, the sheriff's office continuing to ask that you be on the lookout for this man. Cameron Carlos Santana is a registered sex offender. They say he cut off his GPS tracking device and hasn't been in contact with his parole officer. He was last reported living in Greenwood and is listed as a moderate risk sex offender. If you see him, contact local law enforcement. And the Johnson County Sheriff Jimmy Stevens is now scheduled to stand trial this October in Crawford County. You may remember he's being accused of drug and gun charges. The prosecutor says a judge approved a request this week to continue a hearing and allow more time for work processing evidence at the state crime lab. This case stems from a traffic stop when Stevens was arrested with drugs and guns inside of his car. Stevens told investigators he was visiting a confidential informant, but according to an arrest affidavit from state police, the FBI asked them to pull over Stevens as part of a corruption and narcotics investigation. Again, the case is now set to go before a jury on October 25th. All right, before we get to other news, let's get a check of that weather with meteorologist Zach Scott. Zach, we're hoping for more sunshine today.
Yeah, Joe, plenty of it out there. A few scatter clouds mixing in. Overall, pretty seasonal. First full day of summer. Upper 80s, northwest Arkansas. Low 90s, River Valley. Upper 80s, low 90s. The further south you go from the River Valley into the Ouachitas. Low shower chance can't be ruled out. 10% chance, so minimal here. Mainly eastern Oklahoma, but even just inside western, northwestern Arkansas, that 10% chance is there as well. Humidity, not so much been an issue. Northwest Arkansas, you get River Valley into eastern, southeastern Oklahoma last few days. It's been a little more humid, but we're really looking at the mugginess to go up as we go Saturday into Sunday. Going to be tropical outside. Heat and humidity on the rise. It will be uncomfortable. We're looking at highs in the 80s to low 90s on Friday. Not too much far off from where we are now. A widespread 90s Saturday, 90s, and some of our first triple digits of the year, Joe, expected for the River Valley on Sunday.
All right, definitely will be a hot one. Thank you, Zach. Well, as the Huntsville School District prepares for a new school year, administrators are up against quite a challenge. Superintendent Jonathan Warren says the Madison County Sheriff reached out to him 2 weeks ago, saying his office wouldn't be able to supply school resource officers. Warren says they hope to work with the city to fill those positions with their police force. If that doesn't work, they have other options in mind. They can either start creating their own police force within district or use commissioned school security officer training. As administrators work through the summer, Warren says he's confident they'll find a solution by fall.
We are actively seeking a solution to the problem, and we feel like we have a good, sound, solid lead to be able to say that we will have SROs in place when students step foot back on our campus.
Now, we left a message for Madison County Sheriff Ronnie Boyd, but haven't heard back just yet. In a press release, though, Boyd says this was his only choice due to understaffing and budget constraints. He says his office will work to do whatever it can to help keep the county's schools safe. And the long-awaited access road to Northwest Arkansas National Airport is getting closer to reality. This access road connecting I-49 at the Springdale Northern Bypass to the entrance of the airport is something the airport board has been planning for more than 2 decades. The 3.4-mile access road will be 4 lanes with a divider up until about 9/10 of the way to the airport. The airport board recently donated 55 acres to the Arkansas Department of Transportation, which is building the road.
We wanted to go ahead and donate that so we can get started on this project and make it as smooth and efficient for everyone in the region, getting this connector road. We're hoping to streamline driving towards the airport so everyone can fly locally, make it more easy and efficient.
Well, construction is expected to start at the beginning of 2024 and be complete by early 2027. The project is estimated to cost between $90 and $100 million. And it's day 2 for the Rodeo of the Ozarks at Parsons Stadium in Springdale. The festivities began Wednesday with the Rodeo of the Ozarks parade as people lined Emma Avenue downtown. Now, we talked with the mother and daughter who tell us they hope to keep this tradition in the family.
Well, this is her first, so I'm introducing her to the rodeo, introducing her kind of the culture, what I grew up with, and that's what we're doing.
Well, again, today is day 2, and the last day for the rodeo will be on a Saturday. Tonight, though, is Hispanic Heritage Night. Tomorrow, Rope Your Dreams Night, and the last day is Let Freedom Ring Night. I'll visit the Rodeo of the Ozarks website to get your tickets. Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Jo Ellison. Make sure to catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more. Have a great day.